That's probably close enough. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to TNSC Cinema Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing a movie, but mostly I do stuff ranging from games to movies to shows. But only when the cinema jacket allows me to. What's the cinema jacket, you ask? Well, it's an entity from another world that happens to look like a jacket. We found it in our pool. It's like some next level ET stuff. It's pretty crazy. I think I hear it calling right now. Let's go see what it has to say. So what's it going to be today? Oh, Arachnid Kid Winter Formal? Come on. What? Oh. Oh! Spider-Man Homecoming, of course. Good one, jacket. Well, guess I'm taking you with me, huh? Okay. Okay, don't pinch. Let's hit the tan. So fix the collar. There we go. That was some good Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming is about Peter Parker kind of becoming Spider-Man. It's not an origin story exactly, it's not the whole, oh no, Uncle Ben died again, and we have to watch the poor man die for the third time or fourth time or something like that. It's just him becoming like fully Spider-Man. It's like level 1 noob. It's like technically you're playing as the Spider-Man character, but then you have to like level up to become like the spectacular, amazing, whatever other Spider-Mans there have been. He is the best Spider-Man. That's just what he is. It's impossible to review this movie without talking about the horrendous advertisement behind it from our friends at Sony. Now, I have an opinion about Sony that I'll get to after I mention this awful advertisement campaign they've had. The first trailer was good. I don't believe that was made by Sony. And then the second one came out and it was the full, like, international trailer for everyone. And upon watching it, everyone was like, well, I just watched the whole movie. Heck, we could all do our reviews right now. We get like a month early, like 2 months early, and we'll just get all the reviews done. I'm glad people didn't jump the gun on that, because there are parts in this film that were kept away. I'm pretty sure Marvel at some point saw one of those parts in the trailer and like, you gotta take that out right now. That's Sony, calm down, alright? You can have everything else in there, but we need to keep the real emotional moments in the movie that'll surprise people. Honestly, Sony is like the clingy ex. It's like they dated somebody named like Jennifer, and so now they're just gonna date everybody named Jenny, like just to get back at them or something. They loosened their grip on Spider-Man and a few of his villains and other cool characters, which I'm very, very happy they did. But now they have this animated Miles Morales movie, which I'm happy Miles Morales is finally getting his big screen thing. It's just incorporate him into the MCU somehow or something. It's just now he has his animated thing, then they're gonna have their Silver Sable, which is, from what I read, is separate from their Venom universe. It's oh my god. For someone who's just kind of a mainstream audience member, very casual about all the films they see, they're gonna be pretty freaking confused and they're like, wait a minute, why is Venom not seeing Tony Stark? Or other characters on the TV or something? You have Spider-Man, your own property, a well-known Spider-Man villain in a different universe from your most popular Spider-Man, it's gonna confuse people. It's bound to. Okay, now we can finally get to the review, because there's a lot to cover. The advertisements, the clingy ex that is Sony, and the different universes. There's like 4 Sony verses right now. It's crazy. Obviously, every review starts with, Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man. Like, I know people have their opinions, and there's things out there like, you know, Tobey Maguire is the best Peter Parker, and then Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. I do not agree with that one. I just don't. Now we have the perfect middle ground. He is very, very good as Peter Parker and very, very, very good as Spider-Man. He's quippy, he's funny, he's constantly, like, you know, trying to figure things out because he's a new Spider-Man, so he's not perfectly perfect at everything he needs to do. I mean, you've seen the trailers. It's called the training wheel program or whatever, and that's very much what it is. It's like he has all these very basic things. He gets web shooters, and that's basically it. And then it's just you get all this really, really cool stuff. You get the voice played by Jennifer Connelly, I believe. And with that, there's actually some pretty funny moments when they kind of become like friends. But he has the perfect mix of humor and awkwardness, and he's so relatable and believable and lovable. There are actually really great emotional moments for Peter Parker that I think Tom Holland pulled off amazingly. Peter Parker and his friend, they have this like innocence about them. They're like best friends, and you don't want to see that be broken up. And there are a few moments in here where I was thinking they're gonna break up this friendship through some weird writing and stuff that doesn't make sense. They stay together like real friends. It's not like watching the Tobey Maguire things where it was MJ and him would have like a complete falling out over every small thing. It's like, oh, you ordered pasta. I like lasagna. Oh! The next character I didn't expect to be much in the movie isn't much in the movie. It's Zendaya. And I know there's this whole thing about who she's playing. Is it controversial? Is it not? I'm just gonna say she's really good at what she does. She makes it her own character. She's fantastic. She's like deadpan, very sarcastic, and she probably has the funniest lines in the whole movie. And I can't wait to see her in the second one and the third one, and however many more Spider-Man movies she's in. Okay, so a major problem with Marvel movies that I think is major is their villains. But I've really thought about this, and I do believe that Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, is the best Marvel villain we've had since Loki. I think in certain aspects he's even better than Loki. I said it. I can't take it back. It's out there on the internet. In all honesty, the very first scene, it's not a spoiler because it's the first scene of the movie. He is part of a cleanup crew that is cleaning up after the disaster in the first Avengers movie. And there's this whole thing of damage control comes in, and it's run by Tony Stark. He's responsible for paying for the cleanup for everything. And from that, you get more reasons into why Michael Keaton's character hates Tony Stark and all this stuff going on, all these injustices upon people in like the working class. And so with that, he creates a very compelling, very relatable character who, even though I'm not like a middle-aged working class man, I can completely understand why he feels the way he does. There's a very great scene between him and Peter Parker at one point, and it's, oh man, he never raises his voice or anything. Even when everything's going wrong, he's very calm, and he's just like, I'm a menacing guy. He's menacing. You don't want him to get hurt at the same time. It's like you see him get punched a few times, but you're like, don't hurt Michael Keaton though. He's a great villain. He really, really is. Now to talk about the bad advertising again. I know we didn't want to bring it up, but we have to. Is this film exactly like the trailers? Surprisingly, no. There are a lot of things, as I said, that were left out of the movie that I think were better for it. And a lot of the concerns going into it, like all the articles in BuzzFeed and the Richest 5 or whatever the sites are called, are saying, is Tony Stark a problem because it's going to be too much Tony Stark? I am here to tell you, he is not a problem. If anything, Happy, his security guy, is in the movie more than Tony Stark. And when Tony Stark is in the movie, it's so fun to see him. He's in it for the really powerful emotional moments. It's no secret now that Peter Parker wants to be like Tony Stark. He wants to impress him. He wants to be part of the Avengers. And Tony Stark is pretty much not in the film. He's in like the beginning, he's in a part near the end, and at the very, very end. And honestly, the rest of the time is filled with Happy being happy. Well, not Happy, the emotion, being himself, Happy Hogan. It's just great all around. I don't want to get too many spoilers because I want you to see it for yourself and see all these things I never saw coming. I think this is a great installment into the MCU, and I'm happy to see where they bring this character. But tune in next Saturday to see what movie this thing sends me to see. I don't know what it'll be, this thing chooses it for me. So I'm gonna go, thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.